Donald Trump once backed an assault weapons ban, but that was years before his political rise became enmeshed with the NRA. Critics are calling on President Trump to take action following this week's mass shooting at a Florida high school, in which 17 people were killed and numerous others were injured. But in order to support such reforms, Trump would have to turn his back on his base gun-toting Americans who helped vote him into the White House and the National Rifle Association, which shelled out a lot of money to get their attention. In the 1990s and early 2000s, the then real estate mogul called for bans on military-style and assault weapons, most notably in his 2000 book, The America We Deserve, with co-writer Dave Shiflett. I generally oppose gun control, but I support the ban on assault weapons and I support a slightly longer waiting period to purchase a gun, Trump wrote. He also criticized Republicans who walked the NRA line. But as Trump prepared his presidential run, he himself was similarly criticized for doing the same thing. Remembering the victims of the Florida high school massacre. "I promise you one thing, if I run for president and I win, the Second Amendment will be totally protected, that I will tell you," he said to applauding crowds at the 2015 NRA Leadership Forum. By May 2016, Trump took to Twitter to tout an impressive first, the only candidate ever to be endorsed by the National Rifle Association ahead of the GOP convention. He had not yet even officially nabbed the Republican candidacy. The One Policy Action Group propped up the president's bid for office with more than $11 million and spent almost $20 million more to tear down his Democratic opponent, Hillary Clinton. During the general election, Trump attacked Clinton for her stance on gun control and again slammed her position in a recent rally in Alabama. "You'd be handing in your rifles if Clinton had been elected," he told the crowds. Candidate Trump seemed to waver only once in his fierce opposition to gun laws, following the Orlando nightclub shooting in June 2016. "I will be meeting with NRA who has endorsed me, about not allowing people on the terrorist watch list, or the no-fly list, to buy guns," he tweeted at the time. The NRA responded on Twitter, wrote, "Our position is no guns for terrorists, period. Due process and right to self-defense for law-abiding Americans. There's no word on what came of the meeting, and Trump's positions have not appeared to change." On his official website, Trump previously outlined his vision for the future of America and its gun owners. He vowed to defend the Second Amendment, saying the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed upon. Period. He championed a national right to carry in all 50 states and promised to empower law-abiding gun owners to defend themselves. The since-deleted page on Trump's website Constitution and Second Amendment also featured a call to fix the country's broken mental health system. "All of the tragic mass murders that occurred in the past several years have something in common. There were red flags that were ignored," he wrote. "We can't allow that to continue. We must expand treatment programs, and reform the laws to make it easier to take preventive action to save innocent lives. Most people with mental health problems are not violent, but just need help, and these reforms will help everyone." Trump focused on mental health instead of gun control following two recent shootings: this week's massacre in Florida, and a shooting at a country music concert in Las Vegas in which 58 people were killed. Trump said there were so many signs that 19-year-old school gunman Nicholas Cruz was mentally disturbed. The Instagram account of suspected Florida high school gunman Nicholas Cruz. He similarly called Las Vegas shooter Stephen Paddock very sick and a demented person with a lot of problems. Trump's Thursday address to a nation grieving the loss of slain students and teachers,